It's basically
Let's
no.
go. Like, I mean,
Bars.
pew, pew, pew. Like, I'm ready. Are finger guns protected by the Second Amendment? Yeah, that's right. Are these guns protected by the Second Amendment? That's what I need to know.
Midgets twerking in the back behind you.
Oh my gosh.
You just had to take a turn. It was all fun and games till someone gets twerked. Till someone gets twerked, that's when it gets bad.
Like the little dude in the diaper?
Oh.
A little bit, but like, you know, the story was coming up short until Jeremy
Oh.
brought that in.
You couldn't unsee that, could you?
God, I couldn't. And your joke was that bad.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
You Lieutenant damned it had no legs. Yeah! I can tell bad jokes too. That's right. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Ryan Seymour.
What in the world, man? Did we read a single book that was the same in the honorable mention pile? No.
No, we were
all over the place. Okay. I'm so upset with myself for not grabbing Dark Ark, though, because I love that series.
I think it might be over.
No.
I didn't know it until I read it.
You don't play with my emotions. Really?
Yeah. Well, we'll start. We'll start in an arc of darkness.
Okay.
Cullen Bunn, Juando,
Yes.
issue 15.
Okay.
Which is...
You can't end on a 15. Who does that?
It just feels off. So anyways, for you that are not familiar with Dark Ark,
Right.
It is the story. See, it says right there.
No!
Right? It's such a weird... So there's the arc filled with like the two of each critter and like Noah and like all the good stuff.
Yeah. The things you know, common.
And then the Dark Ark, which is the bad guys, like the monsters, the unnatural stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they have crashed.
Yes.
We finally find out who those like real silent giant things are.
Do we really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's
How did I not read this? Okay.
There's a plot twist with Shrey's daughter.
Really?
Yeah, to where I'm like, oh, dang, right? And then it says at the end. There's no way. Like,
come on, end of an arc. End of an arc.
That's.
I got to go back and look and see if the other arc ended that way. It's the end of the arc. Please don't be the end of the series.
Yeah, Cullen, you're
Come
absolutely killing it with this. It is so much fun. It's so thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Wando's art is just amazing, and I will eventually get you to do a custom cover for the store.
Yeah, you will. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you will. Yeah. He will. And if he doesn't, I will.
On my list.
Oh, okay. Well,
so, yeah. But you're on my list too if you want to. Although you keep saying you're not an artist. You're a writer.
Yeah, I'm a writer. I'll write some covers all on that thing.
Right, but then I look at the wall over there.
That's getting painted over. Don't even look at that. Yeah, that's don't do it.
Yeah. So of the two Animosity was also this week. The two AfterShock books, I was like deciding which one to review. Animosity is also this week, and Animosity always is amazing.
Of course.
Now you went like
all right.
XX.
Yeah, I went XX Super.
Yeah.
Super XX. I don't know how you want to. Which way you want to look at that one?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go Super XX. That's how I'm gonna do it.
Sounds very Roman numeral.
And it right. Yeah. It's a big theme this week.
Yeah.
Caitlin. Oh my God! How do you guys spell Caitlin? I'm just curious. What is the most abstract way that you can spell Caitlin? Put it in the comments below. Winner gets a prize. I'm gonna send you something. I don't even know what.
Because if somebody actually spells it.
That's there. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. All right. So Superman number 9. We are still dealing with the aftermath of John returning and being many years older than when he left. Yes. He was only gone for a couple of weeks, and he comes back aged like 5 years. This is like Flight of the Navigator. You know, like I know you guys are like Flight of the Navigator. What's that? Google it. It's awesome.
Jeeves, whatever.
Yes. Did they ever remake that?
No, I don't think.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I used to want them to, but they never do it right.
Yeah.
So don't touch that one. But this one is talking about where he went, and one of the stops was Earth 3,
really,
home of the crime syndicate. There's some details here. What I love is Bendis's end this really well. So it's all about character development, character drive, specifically with Ultraman. Ooh. You got to wonder, like, what's it like for Ultraman to see his alternate realities kid and be in control of that guy? There's things. So, yeah. But I tell you what, though, while that is cool, the one that I'm most interested in is that interaction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because that's gonna be complicated. It's one thing to go up against Ultraman, but when you deal with other people, a little tricky.
Could be a bit
weird.
weird.
Yeah. All right. So what else you got over there?
You know, I think I'm going to play off of that.
Okay.
And Batman Who Laughs.
Yes.
The Grim Knight #1. It's a one shot.
Okay.
It's got to be. But
it's Eduardo Rizzo.
Yeah, Eduardo Rizzo.
Beautiful.
Sorry, I apologize. Snyder, Tinian, and Rizzo are the three main creators on it. It is the origin story of the Grim Knight, the Batman that's following the man who laughs, but he uses guns, so he's kind of like Punisher Batman.
Okay.
It actually makes sense, his origin in the slightly different universe that he came from.
Right.
When his parents died, the gun fell near him, and so he took that moment
and made that move. Okay, so wait. So we were talking about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So the Grim Knight is not a Batman from the same Earth as the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, it's a different Batman from a different Earth.
Okay.
And he takes things to the next level and almost wins. And it's him telling his story to our Earth's Jim Gordon, who he had a very contentious relationship with in his universe. So it's really, really cool. I think it's actually potentially required reading for the next issue of the Batman Who Laughs in the main series. So
you really have an understanding and foundation of what's going on.
Yeah. Gotcha. So definitely, if you've been reading Batman Who Laughs the miniseries, hit up your shop as fast as you can, because I don't think orders were that high on this one, because it was just supposed to be a side one shot, not necessarily
super important. So don't you hate it when they do that? Because sometimes it goes under the radar.
Yeah.
And if you're like a hardcore collector or fan and really want to read it,
too late.
Totally miss it.
Yeah.
Sucketh. We're gonna start with the first X-Force. This one kind of wraps up the first story arc of sorts. Ed Brisson, Dylan Burnett. First of all, I've really enjoyed this series. It's fun. It's silly when it needs to be, but it's got high action and some awesome stuff happens in it. Gosh, when was the last time Ahab was like a really serious villain? Was Ahab ever really a serious villain? Or
that in and of itself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, let me take that back a little bit. I never cared about Ahab under any circumstance.
It would have had to have been when I still had hair. So that was
like last year, man. Come on. Last years. Yeah, you just jumped forward like John Kent did. That's what.
Yeah, totally. That's what.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Bad genetics.
But no, like the whole Tanzania thing, dealing with the military and all that stuff. It all wraps up really smooth.
Oh, nice.
But in a fun way. Like I'm on board for this one, and we get like a secret mission. And since we're showing stuff. Let's see, what can I do to wet your whistle just a teeny tiny bit?
Boom.
That's all I'm going to show you. That's all I'm going to show you. That's it.
If you want to end a story arc with a good jumping off place for the next story arc.
God. Oh, here we go.
That seems like a good.
Here we go.
That's a good panel.
You don't even know. The truth is, what that sets up, in my opinion, is going to take this whole storyline and just twist it.
Oh yeah,
straight up twist.
Oh yeah,
like Donny Cates twist.
Which is a good twist.
Yes.
If you haven't been reading comics in the last couple of years, that's a good twist.
Yeah, that's pretty full. All right, come on, man, rip that Band-Aid off.
All right, so I'm continuing the Empty Man Challenge. It's issue 5. Cullen Bunn, Jesus Hervas, Boom Studios.
This book is still scary.
Yeah. So as we find out from the previous issue. Okay, we
when you do that, man, it doesn't give me good feelings.
Yeah, right. It doesn't give me good feelings. I'm not committed to this. I can't. I'm in the clutches of the Empty Man. Okay, so we know that it is now more than just a disease. There's either some extraplanar or extraterrestrial cause behind it.
Okay.
I dang it, man.
That's creepy.
Yeah,
I looked
so
at
dark.
it.
I'm trying to think. It's like if Outbreak and Event Horizon had a baby and the baby came out not good.
Is there any good that baby could come out?
I don't think. I'm trying to even figure out how to, I don't even know. Yeah, it's just freaking dark.
It's like if you had that, and then like H.P. Lovecraft was the Godfather.
Yeah.
And helped raise the baby.
Yeah. Yeah, fed it nothing but like H.P. Lovecraft mac and cheese or something.
Like, wait, how come no one's ever made that?
Shoot. Edit that out so we can.
Yeah. Right chord stamp right there.
Right there.
That would actually be really cool.
That would.
Little,
You could do that totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have no way to talk about it without spoiling it. I just know a lot more people die.
Oh my
There's a lot
God.
more craziness. There's a lot of red squishy stuff. The first couple pages that involve like I'm guessing is either Cro-Magnon man or Neanderthal, and then a pile of skull. Yeah, it's.
Okay. Yep. Nope.
So what is the other book you got there?
So obviously, in order to make things better for myself, I have to talk about a book about love. The Marvelous X-Men #2, in which we see our glorious X-Men, who are all about autonomy and self-service, are confronted with the notion that love is actually the way to go by Apocalypse, or as he's known here, Insabanur, and Kitty Pryde. Yeah, that's right. They're hanging out. How weird of a combination is that? But they're like hanging out, and Saba over here does the thing of the things to showcase what he's talking about by actually physically showing love to someone. What? Not in this world. The ideologies of this are so weird and cool, where the X-Men in their righteousness are all about autonomy and not intermingling, not physically or anything. Yeah. Whereas Apocalypse, I'm sorry, he's Apocalypse, dude. He's Apocalypse. Is all about how the notion of love and love making are all natural and right, and actually build better bonds between people. Yeah,
and so that is a major component of that X-Man universe.
Huge.
Of this celibate, platonic relationship that everybody has to have, and you cannot cross that line
at all, or there are consequences. Yeah. And clearly, if you know anything about X-Men lore, the notion that some members of this team have associations with other members that aren't of the team, interesting things could happen.
Yeah, there's some dynamics.
Very, very interesting dynamics. So this is going to be a weird series. Might not be as action-packed as people are used to. Certainly not in terms of like Age of Ultron. Yeah. Or not Age of Ultron, but Age of Apocalypse. I'm sorry. Age of Apocalypse like correlations, but very interesting, thought-provoking stuff. Yeah. This is like the college course version.
Oh, nice. Nice.
All right. On to the
acrylic books.
Yes. You want to go this one first?
Yeah, because this one we have to do last.
Yes, we do. All right, so first up, Hit Girl #2. Kevin Smith, shout out to Kevin. And Pernil?
I think Pernil.
Orem. I wonder if that O has a different sound.
Yeah, I wonder.
It's got a slash in it. Yeah. It's got that slash. We definitely got to find out. All right, so last issue was predominantly silent. Yes. This one, not at all.
A lot of talking, a lot of action.
A lot of talking. Yeah, there's a whole lot of it. All right, so as a fan of Kevin Smith, clearly I felt a vibe here. Yes. Right? Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. The whole, like, Good Will Hunting 2 little spoof piece. Yeah. That's what I felt from this, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's definitely it's really, really fun because it's like if you're a fan of Kevin Smith's works,
right,
you're gonna get it, but it's like slightly filtered differently, so it isn't over. Like I don't know if
it's not overtly him. Yeah. It's like it's as if him and Mark Miller's stuff had a baby, and this is what it is. Especially because like the opener of last issue, being so heavy, so dark, doesn't even seem to overtly be relevant to where we are right now. It's just kind of
that's just
flowing
where she was when she found out this was happening.
Right. Yeah. So you're like, oh wow, okay, that's an eye catcher. It's a grabber. Yeah. The newcomers though.
All right. The names of those characters. Is it going to spoil anything?
Yeah. We probably that might actually spoil something.
Yeah, but there's two new players on the field that are good guys. Like Mindy might not agree.
No, I don't think Mindy would have any problems with the way they're getting down.
Yeah, like their motives and their methodology is
it's
they don't cut any corners.
No, it's not corners at all that they're cutting. I actually feel like we're gonna see a cape like that at a Comic-Con.
I think,
and someone's definitely getting kicked out. Yeah. Like there's no two ways about it. Can you imagine how heavy that cape has to be?
It'd be ridiculous.
Oh my god, like literally ridiculous. I was just saying what you said.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true.
I was just saying what you said.
This episode is sponsored by Lorraine Above It.
Yeah, this
Super funny.
it's very funny. It's
Over
very
the top.
funny. And not wrong.
No, it's topical too. For like
Yeah.
stuff that's happening very
Super
currently.
topical. Good call. This one feels different than all of the other Hit Girls series
Oh,
so
yeah.
far to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just me.
No, it's a different vibe. Kevin Smith is really bringing something subtly different.
Yeah,
And it's very enjoyable.
I was gonna say, like, the other ones felt like other people writing Hit Girl.
And this,
This is Kevin Smith writing something that happens to be Hit Girl.
yeah,
That okay.
exactly.
See,
Yeah.
that's why we're friends right here.
Mhm.
Okay. Still riding the Mark Miller train.
Yes. And this is a weird one because, like, almost we just rubber stamp almost everything
Yeah.
that Mark does. Is probably the pick of the week. And this is really, really absurdly good.
Beyond.
And it actually Prodigy.
Yeah, Prodigy.
Mark Miller, Raphael
Yes.
Albuquerque. One of my I don't know if complaint is the right word for
Okay,
it.
okay.
But one of the things that I wish would be happening in Prodigy
Mhm.
is Edison Crane is so good at everything
Right.
that even the tough stuff has no climactic.
Oh.
Like he's just able to do everything so well.
Okay.
And
Okay.
in this issue,
Yeah.
it isn't happening. for
No.
him.
No.
Like-
He's not winning
Yeah.
as easily.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Which I think is super, super cool.
Yes. Yes. Because he does. He could have had the tendency to be written into a trope of highest level Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, he walks in the room, the answer's there, he
Yeah.
got it. Same thing with James Bond.
Yeah.
Really. You
Yeah.
know. But this
Yeah.
struggle makes
Yeah.
him real.
Yeah. Makes it
Totally
so
makes him
much
real.
more
Yeah,
entertaining.
Yeah.
Because we go from, I don't know if we can talk about necessarily,
Not in detail.
Yeah.
Not in detail. You cannot.
because his plan that was taking place in the end of the last issue
Right.
kind of worked. There were definitely some things that went wrong with it.
See, and I think he actually planned that too.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, yeah, it was a contingency.
Yeah.
You know, he had a thought process that might be the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you can see that even he even prepares for non-best scenario. That's
Yes.
what I'll say it
Yes.
was. This was not the best case scenario. It was virtually the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
He just still had a plan.
And
For
he
it.
had to check down to it.
Yeah, yeah. It was like, okay, well, then this is where we are. This is where we are. I'm trying to think. My favorite.
Yeah, because there's the interaction, because we're starting to get a little bit more hints at that shadowy cabal.
Yes.
And man, they're evil. And it's like I wonder if how much of this ties into, because there's like the RH negative or RH positive blood thing for like the reptilian overlords that rule humanity. Like I don't make it up. Somebody else did.
Somebody else did.
Yeah. So like I wonder if that's what Mark's getting at.
Because
Yeah.
that's a good one. I wonder if this whole scene here is going to be found problematic for anyone.
Yeah.
Like
Because
this is it has the potential of major political.
yeah, some people are not going to be
Yeah,
happy
they're
about
not
that.
going to be happy about it.
That is a group of people that is not liked at all,
Right.
outside of like a very
Very tight group of
Yeah.
people. And I have to wonder, like, in the adaptation of it, what's that going to look like?
right. Is it going to
I'm
be different? Is it going to be
so-
a different group? Is it going
Right.
to be? But because those people are doing that stuff
Exactly.
so
Like that is a real thing. But
Yeah.
is the fact that it's a real thing going to be something that is shied away from, or are they going to jump headlong
Right,
into it?
yeah.
I think that's going to be the thing that really makes the Prodigy series in translation so real
exactly.
for everyone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, Indiana Jones fought the Nazis.
I
I don't know if he's necessarily fighting them.
I think there's going to be a whole bunch of them dead by the end of the
There's
next
definitely
issue.
going to be a whole lot of
Yeah, I think they're not.
If
gonna,
not dead, they're going to not be happy.
yeah,
Not happy.
not happy. Not one bit.
Sticky and itchy.
Mm.
Assassination. Kyle Starks, Erica Henderson.
Image Comics,
Wait,
Skybound.
wait. Erica Henderson from Unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
Right.
Like,
Which also ships this week.
does it really?
Yeah, it's this week too.
Oh my God.
Where do we even?
I didn't know. Okay.
It was one that Image was doing some kind of like special promo with it, and they're like,
Really?
yeah, if you
I missed
order X
all of
amount,
this.
you can strip cover. I'm like, okay, so it's safe there. And then another retailer was talking, like, you know, with like what their thoughts were, and I kind of went big on it.
Yeah, you did.
I just had a gut feeling, and I'm so pleased
Shout out to my guy Darren Bennett for doing the letters.
Yeah.
Dude, any book that starts out ranking hitmen.
Yeah, with a roster that of some names we cannot.
Yeah, no, we can't even say. We can't even say on the show.
And not even like we're trying to spoil. Like
No, we
no.
we have a parental advisory that we've self-implemented that we're not going to say.
Even though my cricket's so bad for some of these.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. This book, I'll admit this flat out. I grabbed this book totally on a humble. It was a new #1. Group of names that I had no issues with. What?
The license plate.
I know, right? Like, it's so friggin' funny. Like,
Sorry.
No, because it's absolute genius. And I actually read this book first. This was one of the first books that I read for the week. And immediately I told Ryan that if he didn't read it, I'd stab him. Like, that's a quote. And I meant it.
It is.
I absolutely meant it. Was I right in that determination? If you had not read that book, would I have been justified in stabbing you?
I moved it to the bottom of my stack just so I could fully enjoy
Smart
it.
man. Smart man.
Oh my gosh.
Smart man. Yeah.
It's a world much like ours.
Yes.
It doesn't. At least thus far, there's no superpowered beings.
Nope.
But the laws are kind of the opposite of ours, where it appears that sanctioned murders exist, and it's okay.
It's very John Wickian in that regard.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
And it is the story of a person who used to be the #1 hitman of the world, who is now the head of a crime family.
Yeah, #2 crime family.
#2, which
Yeah.
he points out multiple times and he's not happy about.
Couple times. Yeah.
And someone is trying to kill him.
Yes.
So if you want to stop assassins from assassinating you,
What's the best solution?
assassins. You bring in assassins to subcontract to kill the other assassins.
Boom. Genius.
But then when you've got a whole room up full of them and you
What
got to
we
narrow the
could
field.
not have understood was going to happen when it unfolded,
Done.
I was absolutely flabbergasted. I was like, "Oh my god, what?
Yeah.
What?"
Almost always when you're given a group of characters, you're kind of like, those are the characters that you get to know and love. And,
Exactly.
And this
Onion layers, man, of oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Why is it happening to him?
Okay, so name-wise, I know who your favorite is.
Yes.
We'll call him Tarrington. Yes. It's his last name. We can't say his first name.
Yeah.
Is there? No, we can't even say that.
Yeah.
That's too much of a spoiler.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite character thus far?
Oh, probably Fernando.
Definitely Fernando.
Fernando,
Yes, Fernando is my favorite character thus far. Something about him.
There's a confidence, a certain assuredness, and a bravado, and yeah.
Oh my god.
It's so funny.
Okay, so only because there's a movie, and the name of it is escaping me, where he does portray a Spanish-speaking individual. Jason Momoa as Fernando. I'm pitching it.
It would be fantastic.
Especially with the way that this ends.
Yeah.
It would shock the world. No one would see that coming.
Like,
Perfect.
Momoa was cast as this character in this movie. People buy the comics. And then...
And all of us that have read, we're like... Just so wait. Y'all don't even know what's about to happen.
It's our red wedding.
You don't even know.
Dang it.
This whole thing is hilarious.
Yeah. It's over-the-top violence, over-the-top humor.
Yeah.
Not for kids in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, like even my kids, I'm like, I don't know.
No. If your kid is like, oh, Squirrel Girl, don't touch this book at all.
Yeah, like,
not
it's
with
the
a
same
pole,
artist.
not with a no.
Just listen to Fernando.
Exactly,
because
he tells you what it is. Okay, so you said who's your favorite. I know who's the name you would be.
Yeah.
Which character would you be in the room?
I probably would be Dave. Like,
yeah, I'd definitely be Dave. You know what? I want to be smooth. Like, I'd want to be. What's the guy that was? Oh crap! I lost his name. I would want to be.
Yeah.
I would want to be Smush.
Yeah.
I would
and he has a plan. Like, he's there for a specific purpose, and he's gonna get that taken care of. I'm Dave because I'd be the guy like, oh man, sign my book.
Yeah.
I
love your work, sir.
Yeah.
I'm so proud to be in the same room with you. I don't even know where this story can go, but I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I don't even want to, like, this is kind of like Die, 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 where I don't want a coherent plot.
Yes!
I just want absurd violence with just a monochrome of thing to make it move forward. Be like, okay, that's kind of where it's going.
So yeah, we might have to create a brand new drinking game. We have one with Die Die Die.
Yep.
Every time someone gets shot, you gotta take one.
Mhm.
So we'll have to figure out something for this one as the series progresses. But that's happening.
Yeah.
What a good week.
A good week. Real good week.
Oh my goodness. If this is your first time checking us out, please hit the like button, also the subscribe button, and the bell to get notified. Because every week we do this.
We bring you the wisdoms.
Except for me last week because I was busy seeing an extra screening of Captain Marvel. But you handled it so well, dude. I'm so proud of you.
People got to see my gut move.
I wasn't going to bring that up at all.
It's like the first thing you see on the episode.
Well, when you talk about it, because Jeremy set you up, yeah, you definitely did. Don't even play innocent, sir.
I'm not smart, Jeremy. It was easy to trick me.
Took advantage of him. Shame on you. Shame on you. I am going to wax real quick.
Yes.
I got to give a huge thanks to everyone who supported the Empower Learning Kickstarter.
Yes.
It actually funded in the wee hours Sunday morning. Through your grateful or generous contributions, which I am grateful for, we are going to bring You Create Comics to 3,000 students in Central Ohio. Yeah. So, I mean,
that's amazing,
dude. I'm so excited. Yeah. So excited. We already have dates from 2 schools that are jumping on it, and I'm literally starting the first one next week before I even get the funds because we're that dedicated to making this happen. So again, thank you guys so very much, and we will be doing this again. Yes. Next time it's going to be a You Create tour, so not just within Central Ohio. We're going to hit 8 cities. So
very cool.
That's coming. So thank you guys so very much. Do you have any major things coming up?
No, just getting ready for Free Comic Book Day. That's the big thing. It's around the corner.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I got some new books coming.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Never Too Late #1 actually will drop next week.
Oh,
yes. So,
I wonder if there's a show we could review that on.
I don't know. Would that be a conflict of interest? Because it's that daggone awesome. Oh yeah, I said that. You heard it. I do actually have a book that we will have to check out and review called Kid Carvers. Okay. I lost a bet during my Kickstarter and totally am going to get to, pay up by reading this book, reviewing this book, and sharing it with everyone because it is a really awesome book, actually. So, yeah, we're going to have some fun with that.
Very cool.
Yes. Till next week, yo. We will see you.
Bye-bye.